Hello there. Hello there. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining me if you're going to join me today. And thank you if you're catching this in replay. We do 101 ways to make money in real estate. And each week we check off 2 off the list and we break it down and talk about it. That's what we do in here every Friday. 101 ways to make money in real estate. I am a firm believer of that. Okay. Now, that being said, let's just see what we have on the board today. We have number 41, which is write an informational article for the newspaper. I got a typographical error. I hate that. Let me correct that because I can't stand that. That is a little bit OCD for me. There we are. Okay. Write an informational article for the newspaper. Now, I can't say that I've ever written an article for a newspaper, but I have done interviews and podcasts, and that kind of stuff. So that is always great exposure for your business. And if you can, if you're a writer, absolutely, that is something that you can tap into and capitalize on and get some exposure for your brand, right? Go to your local people and see if there's something that you can write, that would be of interest on the industry or the market, and see if you can't get something published in your local newspaper. Okay, that's number 41. Number 42, bus benches, grocery carts, and billboards. They can be expensive, right? I have not done, let me see. I didn't do a bus bench, but I did a garbage can, okay? It was a big concrete garbage can, right outside a grocery store. And it on all 4 sides of this big concrete base that it had a space there to put, an advertisement. I did invest in that once, and I did get a deal off of it once. One deal closed. Essentially, it paid for the project, the marketing project. But, when you think about it, we're not really in the business to just do marketing projects that pay for themselves, are we? We need marketing concepts and strategies that are going to take our brand the long haul, right? Try not to get into some of these, like I said, hoping that you get enough to simply pay for, there we go, the marketing project, right? You need to think bigger, okay? All of these that we talk about every weekend, 101 ways to make money in real estate, what is it every time that it boils down to? It boils down to exposing your brand on a large scale. It's about building your audiences, isn't it? Everything we do in this business is about building relationships, building an audience, making an offer, and that is what will convert to a transaction. Okay. It's the same formula every time. So if you need help with that, one of the ways that I do that, obviously, I've been harping on it for weeks now, is to learn Facebook marketing. I've got a system that I have used for almost a decade now that I use religiously in my business to keep my business flowing. I don't care what the market conditions are. These are the elements in your funnel that cannot be overlooked. They cannot be automated to a degree such as, that it's not even relative anymore. So be careful of too much automation. Okay. As a matter of fact, I scale back the automation that you probably see in your business or, out there in your brokerage's CRM. Why is that? Why is big box brokerage CRMs so automated? Well, the 80-20 rule always applies. So if you're part of the 80%, the automation is great. You're on autopilot. You're not invested. You don't care, right? But for the 20% of you that do produce, that do have viable businesses, that are scrappy entrepreneurs, right? For the 20% of you, this is vital. It's vital, for keeping your business moving forward. Certain elements, attracting a cold audience, nurturing a warm audience, retargeting, email nurturing, handwritten notes. These are all basics of business, but Big Box has that so automated for you that you lose touch of your own avatar. That's really what happens. You have no idea who your avatar is. You have no idea what your marketing message should be. You have no idea who you're going after to begin with, because they just want you to go after anything, right? Well, you know how that goes. If you try to sell to everyone, you'll sell to no one. Okay, and that's the route that they've got 80% of our agents on. Okay, so don't be the 80%. Be the 20%. Invest in your own tools. Learn your own skills, and keep a pulse on your business by keeping a pulse on your audience. Okay? All right. So there you have it. That's my 6 minutes for today, Friday. It's always, a quick hit, 10-minute, 101 ways to make money in real estate. And just to recap, we're going to say, write an informational article in a newspaper. You're looking for exposure. You can, if you are a writer, you can absolutely seek out and start contributing, that's the word, contributing articles, okay, to get exposure. I mean, that's great. That's marketing, that's advertising without marketing cost, isn't it? All right. So if you're a writer, think about reaching out to your local newspaper and see what you can do to contribute. Okay. And then number 42, benches, grocery carts, billboards. Honestly, unless you're going to go big or go home, I don't think this is anything you really need to play with, to be honest with you. It's about putting eyes on your brand. You can do all of that more cost effectively with Facebook marketing. Now, this is what kills me, is that some agents wouldn't blink an eye at pulling a trigger at spending $1,800 or more to put their brand, their logo on a bus bench, right? A couple $1,000 that probably takes, but they won't take the time to learn how to create a Facebook targeted ad and put $10 a day behind it. Okay? These are the holes in your bucket. You have more money for marketing than you realize if you would simply drill down and get rid of all of these one-off projects that I call one-off projects. Hey, let's try this for a while and see how much business it generates. Or let's try putting up a billboard and spending, $800 a month for 6 months for a billboard, that you cannot control anything with, right? You can't even track where that business comes from when it comes in your door. Hopefully your phones are ringing, and hopefully you're asking your prospects where they're calling you from, and hopefully they're going to say and remember, oh yeah, I remember seeing your face on that billboard on the highway. They're not going to know necessarily, right? As opposed to coming in your door through social media, for example. Okay? But it's all about putting eyes on your brand. And this boils down to putting the most eyes on your brand for the least amount of money and the most cost-effective way. Okay? So tell me what you're doing that's cost-effective in your business. There's 101 ways to make money in business. So go ahead and share in the comments something that you do that's unique for your business. Okay? I'll talk to you later. It's been 10 minutes. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.